Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's check out Liza P running on the Series X. Okay, yes. I'm gonna have my firstborn male child. My god. Just a wall of text, you know. Medium. Camera. Probably okay. We're just gonna increase that just a little bit. Usually default sensitivity is usually low. Front centered. Wait, what? Graphics mode, quality. How? That doesn't make any sense. If you put it on quality centered, how could you get high frame rate mode? Near as I can tell, I can't select it no matter what. So, yeah. Alright. TikTok. Ooh, I'm now lying. I'm the Lion King. In honor of the great writer Carlo Collodi.
Can you hear me? Geppetto's puppet. We need your help.
Benefit item was delivered. Oh. Left arm. Not right arm. Got nothing.
There you are. I've been
Have you?
looking all over for you.
I've just been sitting in one place. It should be pretty easy to find.
I see they got Jiminy too. But we have to hurry. My name is Sophia. Please come to Hotel Krat, and I'll explain what's happening. Jiminy, please escort him to the hotel.
Use belt. Up and down on the D-pad. X to use the belt item. Equip items and gestures on the belt to use them. Hold down A to activate the extra bag. Use the item with the D-pad. Equip items and gestures on the X bag to use on the extra bag to use them. Okay. Alright, we got alchemist hat, illusionary emerald glasses, treasure hunting mask, treasure hunting apparel. Winter festival hat, earnest reindeer's antlers, midwinter night's red nose. Okay. Got a grinder, repair weapons durability. Seems like that should be something I should need to use all the time. Okay, so it's already set. That would make sense. My equipment. Got nothing. Excuse me. A hunting apparel worn by the greatest treasure hunter of Krat. The golden wings attached to these clothes serve as proof of their identity. The hound was the subject of everyone's admiration. So much so that some even aspired to steal his name. Oh, I mean, okay, goth kid. What up, dog? Mask worn by the greatest treasure hunter in Krat. This mask is also worn by the Hound in pursuit of secrets and conspiracies. Yeah, I mean, why not? Oh, the dog doesn't wear glasses? Oh, that's a little disappointing. Really? I mean, why the hell not?
Let's get you out of there. Find something that might help.
Oh, so far, some very nice looking boxes.
But the streets are not safe. Arm yourself with one of the weapons over there. It'll be helpful on your way to the hotel.
Let's see. Path of the cricket, balanced. Path of the bastard, dexterity. Path of the sweeper, strength. Let's go with dexterity. Quack, quack.
Destination Hotel Krat. Recommend escaping from this location.
Okay. First of all, it is just a little too dark. I don't know why. I mean, I get mood, right? I get it. But I do want to see what the mood is. On occasion, at least. Pulse cell. Use a pulse cell to recover HP. There is a maximum number of times pulse cells can be used. When you reach the maximum, the cell will be discharged. If you attack enemies while the cell is discharged, pulse cell will be gradually charged. Okay, none of that makes sense. I mean, those are English words. Kind of put together without context aren't really that helpful. Dim ergo fragment. Oh, well, don't call him dim. Sure, he tries hard. Dodge. Dash. Okay. Nothing too terribly surprising. Guard. You can block enemy attacks by guarding. If your guard is successful, your character will take reduced damage, but it will consume stamina. Reduced damage will be transferred to guard regain. Guard regain accumulates but gradually decreases over time. While you have a guard regain, you can attack enemies to recover HP. If your guard succeeds right before being hit, it triggers a perfect guard. When a perfect guard is successful, you will not receive damage, Only stamina is consumed. You can use perfect arts to destroy an enemy's weapons or put the enemy in a staggerable status.
You cannot see in the dark.
Oh, I wish you wouldn't do that.
And gently light the way.
Yeah, what's down there? Woof. I will say, at least this game performs well. Unlike, I think every FromSoft game. I don't think they've ever made a game that has performed well. I think maybe the last Armored Core was the best they've done, but even then, the frame rate fluctuates pretty wildly. So sneaky. Oh, you saw me. That's no fun. See, passenger's note. If anyone finds this note, get out of the station and run. Be sure to steer clear of the waiting room. I saw a huge puppet smashing people to death in there. I locked the door, but I don't know if that'll work. At least it should stop people from randomly coming in. We're going to die soon, so I want to help you even if it's not much. Please survive. Anyone. Well, I clearly did not follow this advice. Now I'm stuck. Dash. Oh, I see. Oh, forgot my buttons there for a minute. Ergo is life. Chamber of Machina Workshop. Oh, we can't just bust random stuff, huh? Yeah, well, you know, that's probably the only downgrade so far from Dark Souls. Or upgrade. Because the physics were always busted on those objects anyway. Lock device. There are doors and ladders all throughout Krat that are locked by devices. You can unlock these doors or go down the ladders to create shortcuts. If you live that long. Yeah, this is old school Dark Souls 1, the way it controls. Holding down a button to run. I know, where am I gonna... I kind of came in here burning all my healing without realizing. what I was doing. I don't know. I kind of like the rhythm of it. The rhythm of the animation. It's nice that it's faster. Dark Souls was always like so obsessed with drawing out every animation, you know what I mean? Right trigger, hold for charge. While you're attacking, a white outline appears around the enemy's HP bar. When this happens, you can make the enemy staggered with a charge attack or Fable Arts. Fatal attack. Face a staggered enemy and right button. Fatal attacks can be performed on staggered enemies. If successful, they inflict heavy damage. Oh, actually, didn't mean to do that. Okay, kind of an interesting parry system. Can be equipped. Defensive parts. And the amulets. Take that luggage. Well, you're a horrible host. No wonder nobody visits. Running takes stamina. Why? Whatever. Fable Arts. Use Y. Use Fable Arts. Y while guarding. Use handle Fable Arts. Weapons have distinct blades and handles that each have their own Fable Art. Fable Arts use up Fable slots, and different Fable Arts use a different number of slots. Charge Fable slots by attacking enemies with weapons. Okay. Sure. I guess. Why not? Hitler puppet. I'm not sure why you'd make a puppet of that person. Okay, that's a giant circle. They don't have any doggy urinals. Complain to the management. We're gonna do some platforming because I really. Games like this with the funky jumping controls usually will give you a platforming section just to spite you. Yeah, okay, it really is a circle. Obviously I went the wrong way. Must be this way, I guess. Not many other ways to go. Can't take the train. What did I miss? Looks like there's a way to go out there, over there. Ah, no, of course I can't jump that. Maybe too much to expect. Let's see. Krat Grand Exhibition. Witness the greatest show. Yeah, I'd love to witness more of the greatest show. If you want to show me it. Okay, we use the key. Ugh. 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 Alright. Bow wow. Ooh, I'm an engineer. Stargazer. Use a stargazer for photo recovering HP and stamina as well as charging your pulse cells. You will be revived at this point in case of death. Remember, this process also revives enemies, not just your character. Now, why is that exactly?
This is called a stargazer. A marvelous device the stalkers used in the past.
Warning. Puppet threshold exceeds danger estimates. Please reduce puppet numbers or reset danger parameters.
As we are not strong enough to beat the puppets. But if I lend my power to this stargazer for a moment. Gather ergo, clever one. This stargazer will make you stronger. But the stargazer's strength doesn't last forever, so be careful with it. Hurry up and come to Hotel Krat.
Oh, red means you can select it. Wow, how weird. Weird, weird, weird. Why would red be... Yes, please. Well, whatever. What's motivity? Motivity is physical attack. And this is legion and weight. Oh, I want to give myself more legions. I'm trying to reduce the number of legions, thank you very much. As you get older, more appear. Yeah, sure, that seemed like a good idea. Oh, I have a limited number of slots, too. Oh, of course, ah, great. That's what I need, is item management. On top of everything else. But, okay. Fine. Can't fool me, Gov. Okay. Okay, let's screw that one up. Fable Arts. I'm gonna multi-button press. I mean, it's like a 16-button controller, and you still need me to push multiple buttons. You couldn't have figured out some better way. Ooh, shocking. Oh, you can't come up here. Okay. I was like, haha, you can't come up here. Oh, but you actually can. I'm impressed with how smoothly this runs. I mean, I'm so used to playing janky From Software games. Bad dog. I don't know why, I don't know why dogs are such an easy target in video games. Why do we need to keep killing the puppies? So far the actual art is not like super inspiring. I mean, it does look very nice. But like scenes in, you know, Dark Souls and Bloodborne and Sekiro, Elden Ring, there were definitely moments where it was like, wow, you know, that looks really, really great. And here so far is looks okay. At least it runs good, which, you know, I'll sacrifice not looking so hot for running really well. See, some enemies can become red and use a strong attack called a Fury attack. You can't dodge or guard Fury attacks, but you can counter with a perfect guard. Yeah. Okay. Sure you can. Getting my little ears wet. Oh, oh. More defenseless puppies. Why must you make me? Why must you make me hurt you, puppy? I just want to be friends. I'm actually kind of surprised how fast the stamina regenerates. I mean, I'm sure I'll run out of stamina at some point in time, and of course the devs are making it too slow, but for now it seems very reasonable how much it recovers. You can actually harm multiple enemies. Common complaint I have with From Software games is never giving you any sort of facility to conquer multiple enemies, even though they always get you in situations where there are multiple enemies. So yeah, hats off so far. Okay, can't sneak up on puppies apparently. They do not count. So far, too much darkness. It's a little too dark. I wish they would have utilized more of the HDR and just have everything else be, you know, still well detailed but lit, and then this stuff should be like extra bright. Versus everything kind of really being dark and me being forced to turn up the contrast. Yeah, the reason I mean, this is the reason why I didn't want to play this game. Like, it didn't seem very appealing to me. It was, you know, this. I mean, first of all, it's Pinocchio. I mean, it just, you know, trying to emo Pinocchio just sounds. It just seems like such a boomer thing to try to do, right? Gotta find some way to make the kids think Pinocchio is cool. But also because you know, Pinocchio has this big circus theme, and I don't know. I don't find the circus like incredibly intriguing. Certainly not enough for me to want to play a game. Hi.
Hello there. Welcome to Krat, visitor. I didn't think there were any stalkers left to fight the puppets. You didn't hear? Figures. The whole organization fell apart. All that's left are wannabes and amateurs who think they can fight on their own. You ought to buy something while you're at the festival. You can't rely on yourself alone.
Okay. It really is training dummy. I think just doing that is enough to save. Or to establish a respawn point, I believe. Like if you didn't need to refill your health. But you still wanted to activate the save point. What is motivity? I don't know. What is capacity? Capacity is legion and weight. I don't know what I'm doing, but that being the case, why don't we stop it there? This is audap. You've been watching Lies of P, running on the Series X. Yeah, I mean, so far I'm pretty impressed. I mean, not in terms of like cool looking stuff. I think it's at this point in time it looks kind of like a very standard Gothic. European imagery, which is good and bad, obviously. I know the game starts to like look better and have more interesting things, more things that you haven't seen before later on in the game. So we kind of have to suffer through the more boring part of the at least the least interesting visually portions of the game at the very beginning. But I will say that the game plays really good. You know, the controls are really responsive. I think the timing on the parry is pretty good. I think, you know, you could dial into it fairly fast. And the good thing is that there's a performance mode in this game, so you can, you know, have the game run at a very consistent frame rate. At least on the Series X. I'm not sure about the other systems. And then if you wanted the high frame rate mode, assuming you have a compatible TV, I'm not sure what it means by high frame rate exactly. But that's also an option available. Again, in all the years that From Software has been making games, it's still something they don't offer. So you know, take that as you will. Yeah, and I think it's interesting that they're trying to do something different with Pinocchio. You know, American McGee did interesting things with Alice. Although I feel the same way about Alice as I do about Pinocchio. It's like, you know, it's just very few ways to make this cool. But thankfully, the gameplay makes up for it. So even though the theme itself is kind of stupid, at least they're trying, and at least the gameplay is fun. So yeah, we'll be playing this on and off over a period of time. I don't know if I'll make this part of the regular rotation of games, but I do like it so far, and I do tend to like these Souls-like games, and it's nice to see something that follows that formula and does it well versus doing it as a little worse than the originators of the genre. So yeah, definitely check it out. It's on Game Pass with PC and Xbox. You just won't be able to use the Steam launcher. You'll have to use the Windows Store. Kind of a bummer if you're on PC, but again, it's part of the service. Might as well use it if you subscribe to the Ultimate Game Pass, or if you only subscribe to just PC Game Pass. Let's see, what are we looking up here? Did you know that urine is 95% water? The lies of pee. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.